Welcome back to Journey Worldly. One of the questions I get asked most is what credit cards do I actually use? Today I'm going to show you my entire wallet and more importantly why each card has earned a permanent place in it. Now before we get started, make sure you watch until the end because I'm going to share what I consider the most underrated travel card I own. Surprisingly, it's not even a credit card. It's a debit card that has saved me hundreds of dollars while traveling internationally and almost nobody talks about it. Before I jump into the cards, I want to share and make one thing clear. This isn't about collecting dozens of credit cards or spending money you don't have. I pay my balances in full each month and use these cards only for purchases I'd already be making. The rewards are simply a bonus to help reduce the cost of future travel. This strategy has helped me visit destinations like Colombia, Costa Rica, Guatemala, and many more while paying significantly less for flights and hotels. Now let's get started with the first card I probably use the most. The Capital One Savor. The Savor is the card that probably gets the most use in my wallet. It earns 3% cash back on dining, 3% cash back at grocery stores, 3% cash back on entertainment, 3% cash back on eligible streaming services, 5% on cash back on hotels, rental cars booked through the Capital One travel portal. It gets 1% on everything else. Those bonus categories line up almost perfectly with how I spend money. When I'm at home in South Florida, groceries and restaurants go on the Savor. When I'm traveling, almost every meal goes on the Savor. Whether I'm enjoying bandeja paisa in Medellín, fresh seafood in Puerto Viejo, traditional Guatemalan breakfast in Antigua, or mofongo in Puerto Rico, this is usually the card I'm using. I also use it when I'm buying groceries before a trip or stocking up on snacks for the road. The beauty of the Savor is that I'm earning rewards without changing my lifestyle. I'm simply getting rewarded for purchases I would have already made. The beauty of the Savor is that I'm earning rewards without changing my lifestyle. I'm simply getting rewarded for purchases that I would have been making anyway. But here's where my strategy is a little different. I don't usually cash out those rewards. Instead, I move those rewards into my VentureOne account. My Capital One Quicksilver. The Quicksilver is my catch-all card. It earns unlimited 1.5 cash back on every purchase. No bonus categories, no rotating offers, no spending caps, everything earns. This card is for all the purchases that don't fit into the Savor categories. Photography equipment, drone accessories, camera batteries, parking, Uber, Amazon, hardware stores, clothing, online shopping, travel accessories, random purchases that happen throughout the month. It's simple. The Savor doesn't cover it, Quicksilver usually does. And just like the Savor rewards, I transfer those rewards into my VentureOne account instead of redeeming them for cash back. Capital One VentureOne. Now here's probably the biggest surprise in my wallet, my VentureOne. Most people think this is one of my primary spending cards. It's actually not. Even though it earns 1.25 Venture miles on every purchase and 5 miles per dollar on hotels, rental cars booked through Capital One Travel, I rarely swipe this card. For me, the VentureOne is a gateway card. Its biggest value isn't how many miles it earns. Its biggest value is unlocking Capital One's airline and hotel transfer partners. Because I have both the Savor and Quicksilver, I can move those rewards into my VentureOne account. Once they're there, they become Capital One Venture miles. Now instead of taking cash back, I can transfer those miles to airline partners. One of my favorites is Avianca Life Miles. That's exactly how I booked my flights to Costa Rica, transferring Capital One rewards into Life Miles and dramatically reducing the cost of my airfare. Having access to airline transfer partners opens up opportunities that simple cash back can't always match. If you don't already have a Quicksilver, the VentureOne already works well as an everyday card because it earns 1.25 miles per dollar on every purchase while still giving you access to those travel partners. Next is my Barclays JetBlue Plus card. Living in South Florida, this card fits my travel habits perfectly because JetBlue flies to many of the destinations I visit from both Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport and Palm Beach International Airport. The card earns 6 TrueBlue points per dollar on JetBlue purchases, 2 points per dollar on restaurants, 2 points per dollar at grocery stores, and 1 point per dollar everywhere else. One of my favorite benefits is the first checked bag free. As someone who travels with cameras, drones, lenses, and photography gear, that's a benefit I actually use on almost every JetBlue trip. The card also helps me earn towards JetBlue Mosaic status, offers savings on eligible in-flight purchases, and gives me the flexibility to redeem TrueBlue points for flights or use them towards hotels and rental cars through JetBlue's travel platform. Now, I usually don't use this card for everyday dining because my Savor earns better everyday rewards. But I make one important exception. If I'm eating at a restaurant that's part of the True Blue dining program, I'll often use my JetBlue card because I can earn up to additional 3 True Blue points per dollar through the dining program. It's a great way to stack rewards while eating at restaurants I already plan to eat at. The last card in my wallet is probably the most underrated, my Barclays Wyndham Rewards Earner Plus. Most people hear Wyndham and immediately think of roadside hotels. But Wyndham has thousands of properties around the world, ranging from budget-friendly hotels to upscale resorts. I've already used Wyndham points for accommodations in Medellín, and they've saved me a considerable amount of money. This card earns 6 Wyndham points per dollar at Wyndham hotel stays, 6 points per dollar at gas stations, 4 points per dollar on dining, 4 points per dollar on grocery purchases, and 1 point per dollar everywhere else. This has become my dedicated gas card. One thing I discovered is that many 7-Eleven stores code as gas stations, so when I stop for coffee, drinks, snacks, or travel supplies at 7-Eleven, I often earn the same 6 points per dollar I would as if I were filling up my gas tank. Depending on my travel goals, I'll sometimes use this card instead of my Savor for groceries or dining because I specifically want to build my Wyndham balance for another hotel stay. Another feature I like is that Wyndham Rewards points can be transferred to Avianca Life Miles. The transfer ratio isn't amazing and it can take several weeks, so I wouldn't recommend it for last minute travel. But if you're planning well in advance, it's another way to top off your Life Miles account when you're just a little short of an reward ticket. What I like most about this setup is that every card has a purpose. The Savor covers my everyday bonus categories, the Quicksilver catches everything else, the VentureOne unlocks my travel partners. The JetBlue Plus provides airline-specific benefits and helps me earn points on an airline I frequently fly. The Wyndham card helps pay for hotels while earning excellent rewards on gas, groceries, and dining. Together, they've helped me travel through Costa Rica, Guatemala, Colombia, Puerto Rico, and beyond without requiring me to spend money I wasn't already planning to spend. My final thoughts. Could I add more cards? Absolutely. Could I squeeze out a few more points by carrying a larger wallet? Probably. But for me, simplicity wins. I'd rather have a strategy I can remember and actually use than chase every possible bonus category. At the end of the day, that's what Journey Worldly is all about. Showing everyday people that travel doesn't have to be reserved for those with huge incomes or luxury lifestyles. With responsible credit card use, smart planning, and a little patience, your everyday spending can help fund incredible experiences around the world. If you're interested in any of the cards I talked about today, you'll find my referral links in the description below, along with the links to the travel gear I use and my website, where I share travel guides, destination reviews, and more tips on traveling with points and miles. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what your credit card setup is and which card do you use the most. Thanks for watching, and as always, let's continue the journey.